Hi, this is our beautiful patient Sabrina today. So we're gonna likely treat her under her eyes and her mid-face. A lot of people don't know that we lose a lot of bony support with age. And so when you're using filler, you wanna be very aware of how to contour someone's face by adding bony support. That's why our clients at GoodSkin, they don't look overly puffy, they have contours, they almost look like they're defined versus less full. The real hallmark of very tailored and expert results is that someone can look good while they're also emoting. So one of the things that makes GoodSkin different is our tailored approach and also a really deep understanding of anatomy, which all of our clinicians go through an extensive training in Europe to do this. And one of the things that people are generally afraid of is that if they get cheek filler, they're gonna look, go ahead and smile, Sabrina, they're gonna look really cheeky. And we see that a lot, so we correct that from a lot of other clinics. What makes us different is that with a deep understanding of anatomy, you can understand that if you place the filler differently on bone, what will happen is that Sabrina will have more bony support, and that bony support will lift up her face. And because it's on bone, when she goes to smile, go and smile, great, she won't have big puffy cheeks. But the key is that your practitioner needs to choose that you use a filler that imitates bone. So first we're going to diagnose her. So I'm just going to feel for her structure. So Sabrina has really beautiful bone structure all through her forehead and even her jawline. But as you get into here, you can actually really quickly feel that under her eyes is lacking volume, and her mid-face cheek has really good elasticity, but she actually doesn't have a cheekbone holding up her cheek. And so what she experiences is she experiences laxity down here. And so what we want her face to actually be sitting somewhere around there. Now, a lot of times as well, what we fix from other clinics or what can go wrong is that same thing, that filler, if it's placed too superficially, it can look purpley. And go ahead and smile. And it can also make, see how nice and big her eyes are? And there's a nice distance from here to the tip of her nose. We actually do not want the filler to be in her skin. Because if you've ever seen someone with under eye filler, and they literally look, when they go to smile, they look like their eyes are really small. So it's very easy to make someone look good at rest. So today we're actually going to use Voluma. That's going to be the closest to bone other than Radius in the US. And we're going to place it as if we're replicating Mother Nature on bone. All right, so the second thing that we're going to do on Sabrina today is our trademark technique of under eye cannula filler. So you can see here that she's got this shadow where she's lost under eye support, and she also has lost mid-face support. So we literally want to take her face and make it look like that. So she's going to need this anterior cheek support, and she's also going to need this under eye support here. So in our office, this is one of our trademark techniques. We call it tacking. And tacking means that we're going to basically tack up the skin that is falling. So one of the things that we're very proud of at GoodSkin Clinics is that we believe that everything should have a positive investment for your future and should prevent and delay aging, even if we're treating the problem today. Oftentimes what we find in clinic is that as a patient, the earlier you start does mean that we need less product. And also, if we can get ahead of the problem, always easier than being behind the problem. So our cannula technique makes our under eye filler really special. So cannula is a non-sharp needle, and what it allows us to do is start all the way down here and put the filler up here, but keep it away from really dangerous vessels, and also keep it so she doesn't bruise and she won't have lots of marks on her face. Because we're using filler deep to bone and also selectively under her fat pad, those two places will actually help her slow down her rate of aging, because the filler underneath here will actually form some collagen. And the other thing is that that slight bit of trauma from the needle on bone actually will help us retain some of our bone density. And also the fact that, like I said, we're going to place it so that we do not make her eye look smaller while she's emoting, which is really one of the most beautiful results that we get. One of the biggest questions that we always get is this going to make my face stretch or my skin stretch? Like I said, because we are not in skin, we are not stretching her skin. So she's not gonna have any sagging as the filler goes away at all. If the opposite will happen, her skin will actually be more lifted. If I do it once, will I need to do it forever? If she were to only do this one time, she would still actually be younger because of the techniques that we used. So technically she might not physically see the results, but scientifically she'd have better bone density, there would be more collagen under her eyes, and so she doesn't need to worry about, will I have to keep this up forever? Also, her results will last longer. So this treatment will last her 1 year to 2 years. And again, will slow down her rate of aging. So it'll be really great in all aspects. Yeah.